How's it going, everybody? Avizzo here, and welcome back to the next Talk Time episode. So currently it is 5:34 p.m. on February 27th, 2016. I do apologize that I didn't upload for the past few days. I had a very stressful week, not only with my oral presentation, but just I've actually had a lot of work this week as well. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot but just like I get so tired of school, or I'm from school, and then when I work 2 hours a day instead of just one, I'm pretty tired the rest of the day. So I was like, fuck, dude, I ain't got no energy in me to do much. So hopefully that wasn't a big deal. I did decide to make my two oral presentation videos public. So some of you guys saw those, the how I make my thumbnails, and then I also made the crap, I can't think of the name of it. The Through the Years video. I made that public as well. Definitely though, those are, I wasn't gonna make them public, but I thought since I wasn't gonna upload for a few days, I thought I'd make them public. So, hopefully you guys understand. The few days though, there was, I think, Tuesday and Wednesday, those were the days where I didn't make videos, which is because I was working on those videos, and also I was working towards my presentation, because my presentation was on Thursday. It went well. I got an A- on the whole, presentation, but the thing is, I got a little slack from him because I was one of the first people to go up. So he was kind of more lenient towards grading it, and also the only issue that I had that he wrote on this piece of paper that was like at the bottom, like he had a description of the presentation. He said to give more eye contact and to not speak so fast. The only reason I didn't give eye contact was because, well, one of the main reasons why I didn't give eye contact was because, okay, so here's my plan at first was to actually just look at the board and explain each one, but I knew with my luck, considering I am like the worst speaker ever and I always forget what I'm trying to say, I knew that was going to be a big fucking mistake. And I know if I would have done that, I would have like been like and like stutter and fuck up every single line that I was going to say. So I knew that I had to have a different plan going into that assignment. So I decided to finally the day before, I was like, well, you know what? Maybe, because this presentation had to be 15 minutes long and the max is 20 minutes, so it has to be between 15 to 20 minutes long or else you start losing points. So before the next day, the day that I was doing my presentation, I decided, this was when I was finishing it off, I decided that I was going to just write it all down. So I got like these 3 pieces of paper that had everything, I typed out everything I was going to say to make it sound professional and more genuine and like make it sound really good. So I ended up, typing up the 3 pages, and like I depicted each slide. Like I put slide 1, and then I wrote what I want to say for slide 1. And so when I did my presentation, I just sat in the front of the class, in front of the podium, because he has like a little like wooden podium that someone made in a wood shop a few years back or something. And I just read off of that. And the reason I didn't give a lot of eye contact was because of, not only am I hate eye contact. One of the things that I hate the most is eye contact, like out of everything I do. Whenever I'm talking with someone, I don't like to look at them. It's just like this weird feeling I get whenever like someone just stares at you in the eyes. Like, I don't know, it just feels really weird, especially when you're in front of a class. And I hate it. It feels like everyone's staring down my soul, or staring, through my soul, and just like judging me insanely, and I cannot fucking stand it. Like I did the presentation, and like everyone was looking at me. I don't like being judged, especially when it comes to my opinions. That's why I don't tend to let out my opinions. So doing the presentation on something that I want to be my future job is a pain in the ass, because I just feel like everyone's like, what the fuck? How is this a job? What makes him think that he can make money off of this? And I don't know. It's totally frustrating. And again, sorry that I didn't upload this yesterday. Like I was saying, I wasn't wanting to upload for a few days. I was just all stressed out. Yeah, so the presentation went alright. The reason I didn't give all the eye contact also was because when I was up there, I was reading off. Every time I looked up, I would lose my place. And when I first started the presentation, I was so fucking nervous. I actually, like, for the first, like, 2 minutes, I kept, like, fucking over myself. And I was like, because I would lose my place, because I kept trying to look up and down a lot. And then I kept losing my place. Like, I was like, hi, as many of you know, my name is Drew Sims, and, I do blah, blah, blah. And so that was one of the biggest struggles. And then after that, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not going to give a lot of eye contact. Let me just kind of read off of the paper. And then when I get to an end of a sentence, I will look up and look around the classroom. So that went alright. And then after that, oh man, I'm glad it was over. That just took a lot of stress off me. That was the biggest fear I had over the whole like senior year, because I don't like being in front of the class. But definitely though, the project went very well. Everyone was saying I did a great job, because like the visual aids, apparently everyone was saying was absolutely great, and just overall I sounded really good. Everyone was surprised though that like I have a problem with, or they were expecting me to be like really quiet and like really fucking nervous, but I'm not afraid of like speaking loud. It's just, I don't know, I just don't like giving out my opinion is the thing. Like I can talk like this all day, like out loud to people, but I just don't want to say any opinions of mine. It, like if I went up to the front of class and was like, hey guys, personally I don't care for school, I think college is dumb, etc, etc, I would just feel like everyone would be like, what the fuck, this guy's an idiot. So I just, no opinions, but I can go up and talk really loud. It's not an issue to me, considering I have lots of practice from doing YouTube and making YouTube videos for 2 years. That was one of the most embarrassing things though, was in the middle of it that I put the through the years video up there. Like I made a little compilation of like starting from the way beginning and then like going into the future. That was so fucking cringy. I went up and I even said on my piece of paper, I said, please don't laugh or make fun of me, as this is very embarrassing and I'm very shy. So when I first started making videos, it sounded, it was just very poor quality. And so I just fucking go up there. Everyone's laughing, like not at me, but they're laughing at like what was going on in the video. But I'm just sitting there at the podium with my head like covered. I'm like, oh my god, like just hearing my own voice absolutely sucks. I'm not the kind of person who likes hearing my own voice. So I think my voice, like right now, my voice sounds pretty deep, and then I go and like what, like I hate editing my videos because like I go through and I just hear my voice and it's like, hey guys, my name's Avizzo. It's not really that high pitched, but it's kind of around there. I just realized that I've been actually speaking this whole talk time very fluently, which is very nice. I haven't been like stuttering or stopping at all. I've had a good story to talk about this entire time. Yeah, so that was the majority of my week. I was just focused on that, and I was fucking terrified, and it wasn't bad. Just the whole talking about what I want to do with my life over the opinions is just what gets to me. It's just I just don't like giving out my opinion. I just want to worry about myself, only myself, and I want to just talk to myself. Like I don't want to talk to myself. That doesn't make any sense. However, I actually do that a lot. For those of you, if there's anyone here that watches like Rooster Teeth or Achievement Hunter videos, they have this new podcast, and it's called Off Topic, and it's a lot of the Achievement Hunter people. And Lindsay, who is married to Michael Jones, was on one of them, was talking about something about how her and Michael were both like, Michael was bitching at Lindsay because apparently she talks to herself a lot, and I do it as well. Well, she doesn't exactly talk to herself out loud, but she like makes these situations in her head, like, and has conversations in her head, and then like talks out loud about them. I do that all the time when I'm in the shower. Like or when I'm sleeping, I'll be trying to sleep. I'll have this thought in my head, like I'll pretend like someone goes up to me and like starts talking to me, and has a conversation with me, and then that's when I'll out loud, I'll be like talking with them, and I'll be answering back. Like for example, like I don't like giving my opinion, but I hate it when I get into arguments because I'm too fucking scared to yell and like be in this. I'm too scared to cause a scene is what the issue is. I don't like to yell and make people mad at me and then have just like everyone staring at me. That's one of the big reasons why I hate being in front of the class. Just like I said, the eye contact. Like if I just like in my yearbook class was like, fuck this, and just yelled at the top of my lungs, I wouldn't like that, because then everyone would just like look at me and like be like, whoa, what's wrong? And just in arguments, for example, too, like just like hearing people like hear me yelling is one of the biggest frustrations of all of it. But yeah, so like I get pissed off, or I'm too scared to have like arguments like in person. I can't stand it. But like in my room or by myself, I'll be having a conversation with myself. Like say I'll be arguing with. Wow, okay, I jinxed myself. I fucked it up now. I'll be arguing with myself, and or I'll be arguing with the person who's in my head, like talking. Like say there's a specific person I want to bitch at, like random name Bob. Like say Bob at school is a fucking cocksucker, and no, whoever is watching, if anyone's watching this that goes to my school, I'm not talking about you or no one about my school. I'm just making up an example. Like say if Bob was like being a dickhead and he started talking shit to me, and in person I would just dude, calm down. And but in my head, like I just want to go, fuck you, man. Like that's just one of the things that I am like, I'm very similar to Lindsay with that aspect, because like, oh, or if like Bob goes up to me and like shakes my, hey man, how are you doing? I'll be like, oh, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Blah blah. But like, like if I wasn't a pussy, I would be like, hey man, how are you? My day's been great. How's yours? Oh, I've been doing this in my life. Blah 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 blah. And that's just one of the big things about me. I'm glad that I was able to do a fluent talk time episode though. That's really nice. But definitely though, I am going to continue to try to do these on Fridays, if not Saturdays. Oh, okay, steady. I just drew a blank. Oh, I'll try and do these on Fridays, but if not, I'll just try and do them at least once a week. So, if I really want to make them every Friday, but the fact I was just way too fucking tired and just stressed out over work yesterday. But I had lots of phone calls I had to take over for at the end of the day. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care. Have a great weekend and peace.